Members of the Fly Music Society, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be doing a member request. Eric Garrison, who's been pumping up those requests in the Discord, she requested for me to do a Ryan Caraveo song. So I've heard one song from him before, just on I think it was on a road trip or something, and I had a playlist going with like indie music, and he came up, but I have not heard this one. So she wanted me to do Peanut Butter Waffles official lyric video. So I did a little research. It looks like he's kind of like a hip hop R&B, like alternative hip hop, underground hip hop type of artist, or at least that's how he started out. And it looks like he was a SoundCloud. He was like one of those SoundCloud rappers, right? No, but he used YouTube and SoundCloud to his advantage, and that's how he became kind of popular. Is he, just kept chugging out stuff, and eventually he got noticed. He only has 200K subscribers, but this song has 3 million views. And it was 4 years ago, so he did something right. I'm excited to get into this. I know a lot of people were saying, or not a lot of people, Kara was saying that if you have anxiety, this might resonate with you. So I'm I'm excited to get into this, but I'm also nervous of if it will trigger me or not. I believe again, this is my first reaction to Ryan Caraveo. Like I said, I've heard one song from him before by accident, but this is my first like deep dive into, his sound and all that stuff. So I'm excited for this. Let's get into it. Ryan Caraveo, Peanut Butter Waffles. For those of you who are new to the channel, what we do here is we watch the video. I interject here and there where I see fit. And then we talk about the message. We talk about the music. Before we get started, I do want to remind you guys that my Patreon and YouTube are open to members. There's a lot of cool stuff on there for the members and the patrons. It's essentially the same content. So you get, exclusive videos made specifically for members where I kind of talk about different things in regards to the music industry and music in general. And you also might get I have one video right now up that is kind of me talking about what I've been going through recently and just my overall mental state. So you guys might get like brain dumps a couple times, but you get cool perks, member shout outs, all cool things like that. But right now I'm doing a special where anything that I post for members only on my YouTube will be for free on Patreon. So go ahead and head over to the Patreon. You can watch some stuff for free right now. And if you do want to join, it does help the channel a lot. And you're gonna get, once I start doing movie reactions and TV show reactions, all of my unedited and uncut reactions to those, heavily copyrighted material will be on Patreon, unedited, uncut for you guys there. So I look forward to that. All right, without further ado, let's get into this. Ryan Caraveo, Peanut Butter Waffles. Also, he's a guitar player. I resonate with that.
I'm always singing about my fickle feelings, cause there ain't no antidote. Laying here in silence, cause I cannot find a damn remote. Even if I found it, I would probably just flip in the midst of August, getting started on my Christmas list. I've been thinking about you and I wanna go do something nice. I can't take rejection and that's why I paid a crazy price. If you ain't ecstatic, I feel like I blew it big time. I'm a little manic, I just wanna see a big smile. Nothing.
Okay. We're gonna start from the beginning because I didn't expect to just have that steady pace of lyrics coming through. So let's start from the beginning.
I'm always singing about my fickle feelings, cause there ain't no antidote. Laying here in silence, cause I cannot find a damn remote.
I think the thing that comes with anxiety and depression, for me at least, is there's a lot of days where I don't feel motivated. And there are days, at least when the wife's working and the kids are at school. It hasn't been a lot lately because they've been home, but I do find times where I'm just unmotivated. So I'll sit here in my gaming chair and put on YouTube or something and just empty my brain. Even when I'm supposed to be working, technically, I'll do that just because I have no motivation to do anything. But I get the lying here in silence because I cannot find the damn remote. Honestly, I've been lazy enough to not even get up. Like, I want to watch something, but I'm too lazy to get up and find the remote. So I literally just sit there kind of in silence, staring at the ceiling, what have you. And I do that a lot at night when I can't sleep. Definitely for sure like resonates
feelings,
with me.
cause there ain't no antidote. Laying here in silence, cause I cannot find a damn remote. Even if I found it, I would probably just flip and flip. In the midst of August, getting started on my Christmas list. I've been thinking about you and I wanna go do something nice. I can't take rejection and that's why I paid a crazy price. If you ain't ecstatic, I feel like I blew it big time.
Can't take rejection, that's why I paid a crazy price. Essentially trying to buy whoever he's talking about their acceptance. I feel like for me, I have issues with gift giving. I'm very bad at like I second guess everything, right? I think about, is she gonna like this? And I make every excuse for why the thing I want to buy my wife she won't like. And a lot of it has to do with she's pretty picky, but a lot of that has to do with just me being not confident in my ability to gift give. The other side of this though is like trying to just, like I said, buy acceptance. I think a lot of time it works, but it's also not an authentic acceptance. They're not accepting you, they're accepting what you're buying them. This is deeper than I thought we were gonna get.
I'm a little manic, I just wanna see a big smile. Nothing means more to me than when I hear that you're proud of me. Acting like a kid because I never quite learned how to be. Peanut butter waffles when it's dinner time and I'm alone. Hiding in my castle but the walls are made of styrofoam.
Damn, bro. So let's talk about the peanut butter waffles real quick, because peanut butter and waffles is literally what I have for breakfast like every other day. But it was my go-to snack in college when I wasn't feeling right. I would just make that because it's easy, and I was alone. Nobody cares what I'm gonna eat. He said, nothing means more to me than when I hear you're proud of me, acting like a kid because I never quite learned how to be. So I have an inner child for sure, and I a lot of the things that I like to do are a lot of people would consider childish. I'm 33 years old. I grew up in a time where video games was rampant, and we played a lot of video games. I still play a lot, and a lot of people who are older and even younger honestly see that as kind of childish. But it's the culture I grew up in. Never quite learned how to be an adult. I feel that so much. The amount of stuff that stresses me out, being an adult, being a parent, like money wise, all that shit. Like I feel like it's almost like I don't want to grow up because of how stressful it is. Nothing means more to me than when I hear you're proud of me. Yeah, I think when it comes to like work and stuff, I don't, or even like on this channel, no offense to you guys, but the like acceptance of saying like you're doing a great job, like it doesn't mean much coming from like my boss at work. I take pride in my work, but the pride is the acceptance I give myself for doing my work, right? Yeah, it's great if your boss is like, good job, you did a really good job on that project, like you're getting that notice. But for me, it's like I wanted to get it, I set goals for myself to get this project or something done, and I did it. That's the acceptance for me. Same with this channel. Like, yes, I look at views and all that stuff, but I have a vision of what I want for each video, for what I want for the week, for what I want for the month, etc. And when I hit or miss those goals, it affects me because of the goals I set for myself. A lot of it is like internal, but basically what I'm saying is I don't really care what other people think, but definitely I think like what my kids perceive, how my kids perceive me, and my wife. So like hearing them that they're proud of me, like that definitely makes me teary-eyed. Okay, I'm talking way too much. Just keep going.
Acting like a kid because I never quite learned how to be. Peanut butter waffles when it's dinner time and I'm alone. Hiding in my castle but the walls are made of styrofoam. I know there's no in between, it's either high, low. You know how to balance but I don't. I wish I could finally just find home. I know there's no in between, it's either high, low. You know how to balance, but I don't. I wish I could finally just find home. I'm
either high, low, you know how to balance, but I don't. I wish I could finally just find home. Holy moly. Yeah. Here's the thing. I'm a very emotional person. I wear my heart on my sleeve. You guys know this from the channel and from some of my reactions. It's very hard for me to balance myself emotionally. It's very hard for me to figure out how to, when I'm in a super high, to not be able to kind of level myself out and be rational. And the same thing when I'm really low. My wife's very good at that. She's had a lot of practice with some of her ailments, but I don't have that practice. But that resonated a lot with me, like not being able to find that happy medium between, you know, being extremely high, extremely happy, and being so depressed you can't get out of bed, right? It's really, that's part of finding yourself. And I feel we're all working on that all the time.
I wish I could finally just find home. I'm drinking coffee at 3 a.m. playing Battlegrounds and Overwatch. Volume up to 50 cause it get too trippy if it's not. I can hear the fridge buzz, I can hear my thoughts clear. I can hear the room ring, I can hear who's not here. I let my little bro talk me into buying designer clothes. He tell me I'm flexing but I don't even feel kinda close. Them bitches were brand new, but they look like old shoes. Could've bought a puppy or 220 cold brews.
I want to talk about the music real fast.
I can hear who's not here. I let my little bro talk me.
We got the guitar and like the strings in the back, right?
To buying designer clothes.
And then we got this like some percussion. It almost sounds like a mallet on metal.
He tell me I'm flexing, but I don't even feel kinda close.
It's not really like a xylophone. It's just almost like I said, like almost like a hammer on metal type of thing. Really cool to give this like a little bouncy beat.
It's clear, cause it get too trippy.
So I was talking about video games. It's kind of funny. I'm drinking coffee at 3 a.m. playing Battlegrounds and Overwatch. I don't play Battlegrounds or Overwatch, but like I said, I play video games. Especially in college, I would be up all throughout the night playing because I couldn't sleep. And because of what he said, volume up to 50 because it gets too trippy if it's not. He can hear his thoughts clear. He can hear the refrigerator buzzing. All these things that drive you nuts. You know, you get alone with your thoughts. Deeper than I expected to go today.
Clear, I can hear the room ring. I can hear who's not here. I let my little bro talk me into buying designer clothes. He tell me I'm flexing, but I don't even feel kinda close. Them bitches were brand new, but they look like old shoes. Could've bought a puppy or 220 cold brews. When somebody asks me how I've been, I get too personal. Catching up and small talk are two things I never learned to do. I make life decisions in the time it take to brush my teeth. Can't remember where I've been, don't know where I'm gonna be.
I make life decisions in the time it takes to brush my teeth. I never like thought of it that way. And I know that could mean other deeper things, like darker, deeper things, you know, like offing yourself, but I have never gone that far, but I get it. When somebody asks me how I've been, I get too personal. Catching up on and small talk are two things I never learned. Yeah, I'm antisocial, man. It not only does it give me anxiety, but I feel like one, people don't want to hear about my life, but then when they ask me, I take it that they do want to hear about my life. Like I can't gauge that happy medium again. And instead of saying like, oh, I'm good, I start talking about everything that's going on, everything that's ailing me, even if it's just kind of like a, hey, how you doing? Like to be nice type of thing. And this is like embodying my anxiety and my depression pretty well.
Catching up and small talk are two things I never learned to do. I make life decisions in the time it take to brush my teeth. Can't remember where I've been, don't know where I'm gonna be. I know there's no in between, it's either high, low. You know how to balance, but I don't. I wish I could finally just find home. I know there's no in between, it's either high, low. You know how to balance, but I don't. I wish I could finally just find home.
We got the drums coming in with the more intense strings. What else do we got?
I wish I could finally just find home.
Harmonizing and unison backup vocals.
I wish I could finally just find home.
I really like the strings with the guitar right there at the end. Okay, I want to talk about that ending sequence a little bit. We've talked about this before with Ren. Deeper symbolism with some of his videos and stuff, or his music. I think this is what's happening here, right? We have him kind of clutching his head, his ears, and almost about to be a mental break. And that's when the music gets louder. That's when the music gets more intense. That's when the music gets more adrenaline pumping, right? And I think it's twofold. It's trying to drown out the sounds in your mind, but it's also depicting the sounds that are happening in your head and the loudness in your head when you are left alone, when you are left to quiet, when you are left to all these things. I've had my whole life, I've had an issue with sleeping in general, but I'm one of those dudes that would, in college, I lived in the basement, so I had kind of the luxury of having loud music playing all the time. But I would sleep with music on, I would sleep with the TV on, I would sleep, all these things, anything to take away silence. I would do homework and study with instrumental music on. I do that now when I edit my videos, when I work and stuff, I have music going. And a lot of that has to do with it helps me keep going. And, depending on what I'm listening to, it helps my mood a lot. But it also helps me kind of not think about the thoughts that I would think about if I was in silence. So I understand that. That's one of the reasons why music has kind of saved me, was the overall use of how I use music. But this was interesting. I did a little research this time. I knew it was like hip hop and R&B. You know what I'm getting from this? And you guys might not know this, but Kid Cudi is probably one of my favorite alternative hip hop or alternative R&B artists. And I'm getting that kind of vibe, at least from this song. It's a lot of like internalized, emotional, almost like the music is his journal. That Kid Cudi is great with that. He a lot of the reason why I like Kid Cudi is I resonate with what he says a lot and what he's talking about a lot. And this is very similar, not only in tone and in the sound design, but also with the theme and the message of the song. And I'm getting that vibe a lot. And I think that's kind of where my niche is for. I wouldn't say my niche is. I really enjoy that type of music where you're taking something you want to talk about, journaling in a sense. You're writing it into a way that can become song lyrics, rapping, whatever. And then you mold the music to depict that feeling that you have when you're writing it. And I think that's very powerful. I think that resonates with a lot of people that way. But it's also, I'm sure, they're very therapeutic for both Cudi and for Ryan here. I think if I were to ever go back to making solo music, I would do something like that. Kind of mix in like, my influences with, I wouldn't rap for sure, but I would mix in my influences with that kind of style. I really enjoy that. And that's something I will always really enjoy. This was, I want to say through therapy right now and stuff, I'm kind of numb to a lot of things. I'm not taking meds, but I knew that part of the healing process would be me not really having a lot of emotion. There's obviously going to be something that's going to break me down along the way, right? But this definitely resonated with me. I think the discussion of, being alone with yourself and having so much anxiety with so many different things, and that breaking point that leads to your mental break, like he does at the end of the song type of thing, and depicting that is important. And I think that that really, really resonated with me. So I really like this. Yet another artist that I want to go deep down the rabbit hole with. And I think Kara sent me a few of these in the member live request on the Discord. Now I want to get to. All right. Well, I appreciate that. Kara. Thank you so much. And I appreciate the support from you guys. If there's another Ryan Caraveo song or what you thought about this, please leave them in the comments. Let me know what you think. I do appreciate you guys for the support. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And please do remember that good vibes are contagious.